Hello, good morning. Welcome to Daily News Commentary on December 26th. Innale, we had Christmas, so I couldn't record a video. So pardon me on that. On today's page, newspaper, I found like the news are very limited. I was like, ഒരു ദിവസം ബ്രേക്ക് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നോക്കുകയാണ് അപ്പോൾ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട വാർത്തകളൊന്നുമില്ലല്ലോ എന്ന് ആലോചിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. ഫൈൻ, ലെറ്റ് സി. Jobs 15 and 18 has been announced, but limited importance. 22 farmer unions again. And you can see here pressure groups into politics. That is something that can be read from it. For that, you don't have to read the newspaper. The news. No need for that. But in GS2 we have the issue of topics of pressure groups, NGOs, all that. So pressure groups moving into politics. We had seen that last time in the case of AAP and the movement against India against corruption movement. Mob disrupts Xmas event in Haryana school. I'm just identified that. That's all. The intolerance debate, right? So that can be seen with respect to essay, communalism in GS1. Communalism under society, they're all things. We can look at this. Maybe use an example case study, something like that. Nothing here. States page. Then dangers of hate speech. Again, that hate speech issue after the Uttarakhand incident is still there in the news. So try to figure out what is about hate speech. I think we have shared one article in the Telegram group, so you can access that there. Hate speech, different angles of it, why it is, what constitutes as hate speech, what are the provisions in Constitution and the different IPC and different laws there, impact of hate speech on a country like India. Measures to be taken. Measures taken can be addressed, and therefore should be looked at. Thai Khamti resistance is due to call to give Thai Khamti resistance. So it is from what? It is from Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, and what is that? 1889 against British. Right. So Thai Khamtis, it's a tribal group there, Buddhist. So look into that. So just for prelims, time again we have this call to recognize the regional struggles of people. So there was this Paika rebellion, called for Paika rebellion to be recognized as first war of independence from Odisha. So we need to address all these things in our history. We cannot be just North India focused. So Thai Khamti in that context, prelims perspective, understand that. Now this can be understood as Redo Panchayat. This can be understood as used as an example for the people's participation in governance. For example, this could be considered as what participatory governance is found like NGOs, pressure groups, or like in the case this is a panchayat that is panchayat is being held. So in social issues we need social reactions. That's what we are looking at here. So they are putting in political pressure to solve that, should politically and socially boycott such candidates who oppose the bill. So such initiatives are good to bring in social reforms. So while writing maybe GS4, maybe GS2 or 1, you can use these examples. So remember that and make this part of your notes. Now an interview on the cleaning of large patches of Ganga mission, Namami Gange, National Mission for Clean Ganga. So adinte director aayittulla interview aanu. So please go through that. But the larger topic here is that river pollution. River pollution is the larger issue here. So you have to understand this. So why or how river is polluted, how we can identify point and non-point sources, right? Issues, environmental issues are there, but besides that there are several other ramifications. For water availability is curtailed, industrial action is curtailed, the aesthetics is destroyed, issues, measures taken, and solutions. Also study a map of rivers which are most highly polluted, the highest polluted rivers, അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു മാപ്പും കൂടെ ലൊക്കേഷൻ ആസ്പെക്റ്റും കൂടെ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. Rani and kiwi pest is affecting Kashmiri apples. Just again a prelims perspective based topic. Just go through it, nothing to study, just read. Poverty, key factor in determining institutional delivery study. So go through this again. I think this is like in contradiction to the raising of marriage age now. Otherwise, why would this article be here? So they are focusing on that issue. Anyhow, you can have an alternative perspective on that. Like not just whenever if you are getting a question on raising of marriage age to 21, while you are writing the criticisms or the other issues that are there, you can certainly identify poverty, education, exposure to a community health worker. All these are factors which you need to address if to ensure the reproductive and health and other health sound health of the women. So not just the 21 age is enough, right? So go through this article. Access to barriers is mentioned there, low performance is mentioned there, understand that. Chilka Lake in Odisha, understand the migratory bird case may not be specifically required, but understand the different properties of Chilka. Okay, saline ആണോ അതോ ബ്രാക്ക് വാട്ടർ ആണോ അതോ ഫ്രഷ് വാട്ടർ ആണോ ലഗൂൺ ആണോ അതോ, so all those details try to understand that. So റാംസർ സൈറ്റ് അതിൻ്റെ ബേസിക് നോക്കുക, ഒമാൻ ട്രൂസ് റെക്കോർഡിൽ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന സ്ഥലമാണ്. സോ സി ഓൾ ദോസ്. ജെയിംസ് വെബ് ടെലിസ്കോപ്പ്, പൊതുവെ സയൻസ് ആൻഡ് ടെക്നോളജിയിലെ ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ കുറച്ചും കൂടി സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ഫോർവേഡ് ആയിട്ടാണ് വരിക ഇൻ ദ കേസ് ഓഫ് സ്പേസ് ടെക്നോളജി. So I don't think you have to study too much into here. You can just see who launched it, what is its mission, what is the name, what's the purpose. All those things will be sufficient, because usually questions അങ്ങനെയാണ് നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നത് സ്പേസിൻ്റെ കാര്യത്തിൽ. പൊതുവെ സാറ്റലൈറ്റോ ഏതൊക്കെ ലോഞ്ച് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതിൻ്റെ പർപ്പസ് എന്താണ്, അതിൻ്റെ ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്ഷനും അത് ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാനായിട്ടുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഉണ്ട്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആരാണ് ലോഞ്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. ദാറ്റ്സ് മച്ച് ഈസ് വാട്ട് വി ഗെറ്റ്. സോ ദാറ്റ്സ് ഇനഫ്. Now, what is magnetar? So one thing is that this is too much of science and technology. So you just have to understand for prelims perspective what is magnetar and the other things that is given, right? So just understand that would be fine. That would be sufficient. Then read this article. What are the head and tailwinds in the economy? So it will give you a picture on how things are going about. Although I don't think there will be a question specifically from this topic. That's why I haven't identified the individual parts in this particular article. This will give you just brush up your economy idea, see if you can understand the whole picture while going through it. That is what the purpose of this article is. I don't need to make notes on this. Again, also read on Afghanistan case. Again, not to make notes, that won't be necessary. You have to just know the larger picture. That would be just one point in an answer if a question is given in about South Asia or the troubles in the different parts of the world, instability. So one point would be humanitarian situation, but to understand that, to write on that, you have to know these things. So really quickly go through it. Don't need to spend too much time. Fast read. Not required. Elizabeth Holmes, not required in the name of faith. Again, I don't think we are yet there to identify STPA or all of that. Issues. I don't think you can be able to give the examples, some of these examples. So we'll wait. So let's see what the center does now. Maybe there has been some certain talks. So if the measures are taken, we can write that. Otherwise, no. Now you have to identify what is national company laws appellate tribunal. There are several tribunals. One of such is NCLAT. Go through that. Now ISRA, what is ISRA? And similarly, we are looking at informalization of economy. So this is an important topic in GS3. Informal economy. Read about informal economy and how India is trying to formalize the economy. What is informal economy? How much is there in India? Issues in the informal nature, measures to formalize. Okay, measures to formalize. One such measure is the eShram portal, right? That's it for today. Very limited news. Like this one is about Kashmir and issue and the practice of harvesting on lotus, but that's not required for us much. So we'll stop here for today. Very limited news. Like I can quickly read and finish it. Have a good day.